sì, cinto di metro più del metro.
Good evening, viewers, and welcome to my live. Good evening to as many of you. I hope that you all are enjoying yourself. You're having a great and a wonderful Sunday this Sunday evening, and most of you went to church. Some of you went to work this morning, and you're having a great and a wonderful time. Today, today is today is another day, another day, Sunday mostly, and it's just all about having fun. Now, today is a cry for help. A cry for help. Many of you be wondering that what is Ades talking about? What is the cry for help? And we will be getting to that. But before we start, many of you may or may not know me, but it's your girl Ades. Now, guys, again, you'll be wondering that, what am I saying? A lot of us women, many of us women who are married, who are married, and we're happily married. And once you get married, the next stage, which many of us knows, is to have a baby, is to start a family, to start having children. But unfortunately, there are women out there who has fertility issues, who has problems, women who are barren, that they cannot have children due to something like, as in complication in their womb, or maybe like in the past in the past year, I won't say as in many years ago, that they when they were young, they got pregnant out of wedlock and they didn't want the baby, so they either they gave up that baby, or they actually decided that don't that they actually decided that they don't want to have the baby, so they will abort that baby. That's kind of one of the things that can happen when a child, not a child, when a woman is having complication, who has issues of having children. That's part of it. And it could be as a result of past relationships that she's had, and it didn't go well for her, and it kind of went the wrong way. Yeah, is practically at different things that can actually cause a woman not to be able to get pregnant and to have children. But as a woman, as a married woman myself, I'm actually here to let as many of you ladies know, that there are ways you can get pregnant. Never ever be negative. Don't never feel negative. Always always be positive. Always realize that you can get pregnant. Yeah, you can get pregnant. I mean, it does for women, for women that are above their 30s, going into their 40s, and they want to have a child. It's very, yeah, it's kind of, it is very difficult, because that is like around 40, that is the age of that's the age that um the age of menopause. So it's kind of quite difficult to get pregnant during the menopause age. But with faith, with faith you can, with faith you can get pregnant. You can, if you have faith, if you believe in God, yes, you can actually get pregnant, because God did it for Sarah, Sarah in the Bible, which she was very, very old, and God made it possible for her to have a baby even at her old age. So if such a thing can happen to Sarah, how much more you and I. So it's kind of about having faith, and trusting in God. So so now, guys, now we're going to go into the steps of how you can get pregnant. Yeah. So so we're gonna go into the steps of how you can get pregnant, and to actually overcome this cry, because pregnancy is kind of like a cry for help. Yeah, it is. It's kind of like a cry for help, because when a woman is married into another family, sometimes the mother can put pressure on the wife, that the wife needs to have a child. The wife needs to bear me grandchildren. So the mother can be quite demanding. Yeah, the mother can be quite demanding and putting heaps of pressure on the wife, that the wife must get pregnant by all means. And sometimes the mother seems to forget that it's not her marriage, and she is just a mother, and she needs to kind of put herself in her own boundary. She kind of forgets that that she is invading into her child's marriage, and she needs to let her child to run her marriage. She needs to let her child to run the marriage the best way he knows how, and the mother should not invade in her child's marriage. That's what the mother seems to forget. Then after some time, she will now later realize that, that I don't need to kind of invade in my child's marriage. So the mother can be demanding, but it depends on actually how you talk to your mother. If you're very good, if you're on very good terms with your mother, speak to your mother, sit your mother down, let her know how she pressuring the wife is affecting you physically, mentally, and emotionally. Let her know how it's affecting you, because maybe as she's pressurizing your wife to get pregnant and to give her grandchildren, she doesn't seem to realize that she is kind of affecting you. as the husband. She doesn't seem to realize that. But if you actually let her know that, look, mum, you are invading my marriage, you are disturbing my marriage from functioning, and please, I kind of really need for you to actually pause and to slow down. So you need to kind of let your mother know that, look, that please, you need to kind of pause, you need to step back and let me handle my marriage the best way. And when God's time is the best, my wife will bear me a child. Not by you pressurizing my wife to get a child. And mostly when it comes to Nigerian families, that's where it's kind of the worst. Not all Nigerian families do that. Not all Nigerian families do that, but some of them do. Some of them, mostly when it comes to Nigerian families who are very wealthy, who are very rich, and they want to actually see their grandchild before they pass on. They will be doing everything they can to pressurize their child, pressurize their child to tell the wife to bear the mother grandchildren. It's not the way to get a woman pregnant. It is very important for a mother to give the wife space, to let the wife to do everything she can to see that she gets pregnant, because it's not really the wife's fault, to be honest with you. It's not the wife's fault. The wife is suffering from fertility issues. The wife is suffering from complications in her womb, and she's just come from the hospital, and the husband has actually just told her that, look, that it is going to be very difficult for her to conceive because of the complication in her womb that probably affected her when she was very, very young. And she's just coming out of the hospital to hear that. Then the mother drops by at the house unannounced, without even telling the son that, look, that son, I'm coming over to see you and your wife. The mother would just drop by unannounced, and even the gate man will be wondering, that madam, this one that you came, is your son aware of what is your son aware that you are coming? Then the mother will say, no, that I really need to see my son. It's very important. And then the gate man will be saying to the lady that, look, that you know that is that the rules of this house, is that you can't kind of really turn up unannounced without the son, without his boss being aware of she coming. That's what most I'm not going to, like I said, I'm not categorizing all Nigerian families. Some Nigerian families, they do that. Mostly the ones that are rich, yeah. And it's something that I've actually seen quite a lot on these Nollywood movies. I've actually seen it quite a lot where the entire family, the husband and the wife, the kids, the kids are also very, very wealthy. and the kids work in the father's company, and then yeah, and the wife also works in her husband's company. I've seen it a lot in a lot of Nollywood movies where the mother will turn up to her son's house unannounced without even informing him that she's even coming, and she just dropped by, going to the house, sit there, without even thinking that, oh, that nothing is gonna happen. So she'll just sit there, relax, even. And you know, the thing that the thing that really surprises me is that the mother will come with her bags. She'll come with her bags, and just just come to the son's house, and relax there. Then wait for either the son and the wife the son or the wife to come back. Then if the mother is lucky that the son comes back first, then the son will come back. Then all of a sudden he sees his mother in the house. Then the son will be confused. He'll be saying, "Oh, mom, this one that you came, is everything okay?" Then the mom will be saying that, I've come here because I want to find out whether if your wife is pregnant." Then the son will be confused that, oh, but we have already discussed about this several times, and you're already aware that, look, that my wife is finding it difficult to get pregnant, and we are doing everything best that we know for my wife to get pregnant. So the mother will be pressurizing the son and pressurizing the wife, and doing everything possible. She would now do everything possible to frustrate the son and his wife. Then the worst part of it is that she will actually say that she's actually come to stay in the house until the wife gets pregnant. So the mother will be around, oh my gosh, the mother will be around and causing unnecessary trouble, unnecessary trouble that is not even supposed to even happen. Then she will be looking for every fault, every loophole for the wife to get into trouble. That even the mother can even turn her own son against his wife. Sometimes I wonder that what does mothers delight in destroying the happiness of their son's marriage? That's what I actually sometimes think when I actually watch these Nollywood movies, and I see that quite often. I'll be thinking to myself that what does mothers delight in destroying their child's marriage, their happily married home? It's just like where the mother has left her own husband's house and come to invade in her child's marriage, and she's now come to stay, and she refuses to go. Upon the husband will be her son will be saying to his mom that, look, mom, that there's no need, there's no point of you coming here. You didn't tell me you're coming, and you just turn up unannounced. That there's no space. Then eventually the son kind of doesn't have a choice, that he doesn't have a choice, that he has to allow his mom to stay. So my point is that it is very, very sad. It's so sad for mothers to actually invade in their child's marriage. They should allow their child to run their marriage the way they know best, and just leave them. That if there's anything, any kind of emergency, she should just leave her phone next to her. So in case of any emergency, the son will call that, look, mom, I need you to come now. This is very urgent. But for the mother to come in and invade her child's marriage and frustrate the wife, knowing that the wife is having problems in getting pregnant, let alone to even let alone to even conceive. The mother is very much aware. She's very much aware that, look, that the wife is having problems, and yet she is putting stress on the wife, and calling the wife all manner of names, and insulting her and laying curses on her that is not meant to be so. The mother needs to know that she is a woman herself, and she's kind of really should not kind of really be embarrassing herself, because it's not her house, it's her son's house, and she's come to invade his space. So now, guys, we're actually going to actually go into the main thing, and to actually talk about how, as in the ways that women can be able to get pregnant and conceive the best way they know how. Now, to maximize the chances of getting pregnant in a marriage, couples should focus on the timing intercourse with ovulation, maintaining a healthy lifestyle, and seeking pre-conception medical advice. So before a married couple decides that they want to settle down and start a family, they need to kind of put all the measures in place. They need to put everything in place, and also as in when it comes to the finances of buying everything they need to buy for a baby that is about to come. They need to kind of put that all in place. They need to sit down. They need to plan together on how they can kind of save, and how they can kind of get all the money that they need to get before the baby is about to come. Or if the couple are trying, they should prepare. They should prepare, and just get all the baby stuff prepared, just in case that anything can happen by God's grace. And anything can happen, that the husband and the wife may be trying for several years, for about more than 3 years, and to no success. They have gone to everywhere they need to go to. They've gone to mosques. They've gone to see Al-Far. They've gone to church. They've gone to pastors, for the pastors to pray for them. They've even gone to a Catholic church as well. They've practically gone to everywhere everywhere that they know best to go, just to find solution of where the main root of the problem is, that is kind of stopping the wife from being able to get pregnant. Because sometimes is not a medical issue. Sometimes it's not a medical issue, but sometimes it can be a spiritual issue. Because sometimes when the mother or an extended family is jealous of the child's marriage, the mother or that extended family can go to every length and every means to prevent that wife from getting pregnant. Yeah, I've actually seen it on a YouTube, as in not YouTube, as in a film, a Nollywood film. So there was this film, there was this film I watched. This was like, when was it? Years back, or as in last year. Which this couple, they've been married for more than 5 years, and the wife, and each time the wife gets pregnant, the wife, after about 3 weeks into the pregnancy, the wife will have a miscarriage. And this problem it's been going on for a very long time. So the husband and wife, they'll be trying, they'll have intercourse, and then succeeds, and the wife gets pregnant. Then 3 weeks into the pregnancy, the wife has a miscarriage. Then the husband will turn to the wife, will be asking the wife that, whoa, that what's happening, that what is this? I don't understand that the first time that we had intercourse, and you managed to get pregnant, 3 weeks into the pregnancy you have a miscarriage. The second time, the same thing, you're having a miscarriage. That is a cause of concern. So the husband thought that maybe the wife is having issues with her, as in she's having like medical issues. But little did he know that his own mother, was actually jealous. The mother was actually jealous just because just because the mother felt that the wife is taking the love of her son away from her. So what she did is that she actually went to see a herbalist, and she explained to this herbalist that, look, that my son is married to this beautiful woman, and the wife is actually invading my space, and she's taking the love from she's taking the love that me and my son shares. That, please, is there something that he can actually do about it? So the herbalist will give her all the things that is required to kind of do to kind of prevent the wife from getting pregnant. So the herbalist gave her all the charms and everything that she needs to use, including the doll as well that she needs to use, and she took it to the son's house, where the son had to actually kind of make out a room for his mother. So little did the son know that the mother is in a room using those charms, using the doll that the mother took from the herbalist to tie the womb of the wife. You can imagine that. Can you imagine that a mother can go to that level just to make sure that the wife does not get pregnant? So the mother tied the wife's womb from getting pregnant. So anytime the wife takes in, 3 weeks into that pregnancy, the wife has a miscarriage. So this was constantly going on and on and on and on and on, until one day the wife got angry and decided to find out where the root of this problem is. So she went to a very strong man of God. She went to a church, a strong church that one of her friends told her about. And she went and explained to the pastor, look, that this is my situation, that whenever I get pregnant, I end up losing the baby. So the pastor did prayers with her, and during the prayer, God ministered to that pastor that, look, that the mother of her husband is the one that is actually behind her losing her babies. Then she now went home, confronted her mother-in-law of what is happening. The mother-in-law, she denied it and was screaming and crying crying to her that, come on, that how can you think that I can do such a thing? She was pretending the whole time and everything, until the pastor had to eventually come to the house and speak to the husband, speak to the wife. Then he did the prayers, and again God ministered to the pastor that the woman has charms scattered in her room. So then the prayer was going on and everything. The prayer was going on, and the man was going into the anointing, and the pastor had to tell the mother, go into your room and get all the charms that you took from wherever it was that you took it from. And with immediately the pastor started to pray on her. She started feeling the heat, so she got up and ran like speed of lightning to her room to get everything that she took from that herbalist, and brought it out, put it on the floor, and the pastor burned all the charms and everything that she was using, and burned it in her presence, and said to the wife that that madam, you're now free to be able to have a baby and conceive like a Hebrew woman, and nothing of such will ever happen again. So then she turned to the mother, to the mother-in-law, and said to her that wow, upon I confronted you and you denied it in my face that you're not the cause, and yet you are actually the cause of my problem. That, I mean, how can you? Why would you actually do such a thing to me? Then she was crying, saying that I was just jealous that you are taking the love of my son away from me, this and that, and I couldn't stand it. But the mother has forgotten that she and her husband has already handed his son out for marriage to a woman, and they are now one, and they stay together. So they are not kind of really supposed to interfere in their child's marriage at all. That the only time they come there, the only time they come there is just a normal visit, just to see your son and know how the wife is doing. Just occasional visit, but not to kind of just drop by unannounced without telling your child that that you're coming. It's not nice, because even a mother kind of really wouldn't she kind of really wouldn't want that kind of thing for herself. she'll want her privacy. The husband and wife want their privacy, and then for the mother to just turn up unannounced. I mean, hold on, that's kind of a bit rude, really, to just turn up to your son's house unannounced without even phoning to say that you're coming. It's kind of a bit it's kind of a bit rude. The same thing with the mother. The mother would not want her child to kind of drop by to her house unannounced when she's spending quality time with her husband. The least that she would expect is for her son to call the mother and say, "Oh, mom, I'll be coming this weekend. Are you around, or do you need for me to come back another time?" So on and so forth. It depends. It actually depends on the mother availability. If she's busy, then yeah, she will tell her child that, look, that yeah, you can come this weekend, but come around like 6 or 7 in the evening, because I have things that I need to do during the day. But for your child to drop by unannounced without even telling you that, look, that mom, I'm coming, is kind of rude. It's not nice. It's not kind of really nice for such a thing to be going on. So now time intercourse with ovulation. Now, understanding the woman's menstruational cycle is crucial. The highest pregnancy rates occur in couples who have sex during the fertile window. The 5 to 6 days leading up to and including the day of the ovulation, when an egg is released. So it's very, very important. It's so important that in order for women who are finding it very, very difficult to have children, as in let alone to even get pregnant, the best thing is to try for a baby, before you start and before your menstruational cycle. So even before you even start your menstruational cycle, just be trying for having a as in getting pregnant. Keep trying, don't give up, just keep trying, and it will definitely go through. But if your wife starts her menstruation, then is a good idea for the husband to wait for her to finish her menstruation and let her get her body back, as in to restore, for the wife to restore all the blood that she's lost during her menstruation, and let her get her body back before trying again. So the best thing is just to keep trying while before the wife starts her menstruational cycle. Now, then the next is to track the cycle. The first day of the menstruational period is as in day 1 of the cycle, ovulation. Typically happens 10 to 16 days before the next period starts. Now, if there's a the app that that women can install on their phone to kind of track their ovulation. So it will kind of you will actually kind of tell you when you can actually try for a baby. So there's a lot of it. If you type it in Google Play Store or Apple Play Store, if you type it in there, then you will be able to see a lot of you'll be able to see a lot of pregnancy tracker, whether they call it pregnancy tracker, that um, you'll be able to choose the one that you want that will actually be beneficial to you, and to be able to help track your ovulation before way before your next period starts. So now the next is to monitor signs. Look out for changes in cervical mucus. So it becomes clear, wet and slippery like egg whites, or use an over-counter ovulation predictor kit that detects the hormones. So it's kind of it's kind of more ideal to kind of use to use the over-counter ovulation predictor. They have it in all the in all pharmacists. If you go in there, just ask them for it, and they will give it to you. I'm not kind of sure if there's a cost for it. That's what I don't know. Whether if there's a cost for it or you have to pay for it, that's what I don't know. But it's good for you to check if you can get that from your pharmacist. And you can also seek medical advice from your GP as well, and also let them know that you are finding it very difficult to get pregnant, and they will also give you advice, and they can also give you like medicine that will kind of help you to be able to get pregnant. They can. That one's one I'll have to kind of check. That, which I'll check that much later on, and get back to you guys on that. So now frequency. Now have sex every 1 to 2 days during the first fertile window to ensure sperm is present in the fallopian tube when the egg is released. So mostly to married couples that are really looking for their wife to get pregnant. Have sex every 1 to 2 days. Every 1 to 2 days. Just keep on doing it, and at the same time also track it, check if there's changes and everything. Just keep on having sex every 1 to 2 days until you see result. Sooner or later you'll see results. Now, guys, bear with me. Now, the second is to maintain a healthy weight. Now, being significantly overweight or underweight can interfere with the ovulation and hormone balance, reducing the chances of conception. Now, that can be also another problem. Mostly when you're kind of trying to manage your weight, and mostly when you're trying to manage your weight and you kind of see yourself that you are kind of overweight as well, and you're finding it difficult to kind of lose it, is kind of very, very important to do everything you can to manage your weight, because that's also one of the things that also can be a problem and can be a hindrance to the wife getting pregnant. That's also one of the things that is a problem. It is all about maintaining a healthy weight. Now, achieve a healthy BMI. Now, work towards a body mass index within the healthy range before trying to conceive. So it is very vital and very important to make sure that make sure every now and again that you get yourself weighed. So at any appointments that you have, like any GP appointments, you can go there and go on their weighing scale to check your weight, because it's free of charge. It's free for the members of the public. Whenever you go for your appointment, or even if you don't even have an appointment, you can actually go to your GP and get a weighing scale just to weigh yourself and to know your weight, or purchase a weighing scale online, or buy it in a shop and be tracking your weight. Then by having a healthy weight, by maintaining it, then it will be so much easier for you to be able to get pregnant and have a child. Balanced approach. Gradual, sustainable changes through a healthy diet and moderate exercise are most effective. Yeah, guys. Also the balancing your weight, and again, having a healthy diet. Also eating the right foods as well can also be eating the right foods, and avoiding eating unhealthy food can be. So if you eat quite a lot of unhealthy food, then that can actually be a hindrance of you being able to get pregnant, because that unhealthy food is kind of doing damage to your womb. So it's better kind of for you to be constantly eating healthy food that has protein, carbohydrates, and has all the foods, the kind of foods that has the natural vitamins and minerals in it. Those are the kind of things that you need to be eating in order for you to be able to get pregnant. In addition, doing some exercise as well. It doesn't matter the kind of exercise. It's not a must that is a heavy and intense exercise, but as far as you're doing some form of exercise, that will also help you to be able to get pregnant. Now, adapt a healthy lifestyle for each partner's. Now, guys, bear with me. Eat a balanced diet. Focus on whole foods like fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and heavy fats like those found in fish and walnuts. Now, even speaking of that walnuts, I've not actually tried walnuts. I've not tried it, but one of these days I'll actually try it. I'll try it actually to see how it is. But but cashew nuts are the ones that I've actually tried, and it's really nice. Um, but that one I'll try. So so it's good to focus. It's good to focus on whole foods, fruits, vegetables, lean meat, lean protein, and healthy fats. So whatever you desire eating, whatever you desire eating, as far as it's healthy food that has protein and has carbohydrates and minerals. Whatever kind of food you see yourself eating that you like so much, please always always kind of watch the kind of food that you eat. Always kind of watch the food that you eat, and always make sure that you eat. Always make sure you eat a lot of fish. Yeah, a lot of fish is very good. Mostly mackerel fish. Mackerel fish. That's actually one of the fish that I like so much. Mackerel fish um, is one of those ones that I like because it's quite oily, and it kind of has the protein and everything that is needed for for a healthy couple. And in order for a woman to be able to get pregnant, by eating fish and certain meats can also help, but not eating too much of meat. I'm not saying you shouldn't eat meat at all, but not too much of it, because too much of it can kind of cause gastro problem when you're kind of like over eating too much of the meat. Now, again, exercise moderately. Moderate physical activity, such as brisk walking, is beneficial, but avoid excessive, strenuous exercise, which can sometimes disrupt the ovulation. Now, exercises such as yoga is a form of exercise which a lot of women actually also go for a lot. They always I always see them. Like when I'm kind of out and about, and I pass the gym, I see them doing yoga, and I've kind of actually asked I've asked the woman before, not now, but this is like years back. I've actually asked about that before, and asked about the yoga, and whether if it's the kind of exercise that can help a woman to lose weight fast, and if when it comes to a woman being able to start a family. And she did tell me that yoga is one of those exercises that actually can help. It can help a woman who is married to kind of lose the weight that she needs. And if she's also having problems with getting pregnant, she can actually do take up yoga classes, because it will kind of help her a lot. It will help her a lot to be able to get pregnant. And at the same time, as you're doing these exercises as well, is also very important. It's very important for you to take iron tablets, and also take folic acid. That is also one of the fastest way that women can actually get pregnant. folic acid is very good. Folic acid, very, very good, and can help a woman to get pregnant fast. So to as many women that find it very, very difficult, to as many women who are barren and finding it difficult to get pregnant, please, as you're trying to get pregnant with your husband, yeah, continuously be having sex with your husband, and please also make sure that you take that folic acid. Take it. You can take it either before you have sex or even after sex, but please always take folic acid, because it will actually help as well. Now, stop smoking and limit caffeine, alcohol and caffeine. Now, smoking and heavy alcohol use harm fertility in both men and women. It is safe to avoid alcohol entirely. When trying to conceive, limit caffeine intake to no more than 200 milligrams per day. Now, caffeine is another hindrance to a woman getting pregnant. Caffeine is another hindrance as well. I mean, like if you're the kind of lady that likes coffee a lot, caffeine can be a hindrance as well to being able to get pregnant, because you're drinking so much caffeine. It's not kind of really ideal for a woman, let alone a married woman, to be drinking too much of caffeine when she is trying every possible way to get pregnant. It's kind of good for you to kind of limit it. I mean, yeah, fair enough. Even if you're working and you even if you're working and you work such a long shift and you need the energy, rather than taking caffeine, why don't you switch from caffeine to like healthy drink, like juice, for example, Robinson's, the one that you can dilute. That's one of the drinks that I actually like so much, because I mean, yes, it's kind of, it does have sugar. I'm not going to deny that it does have sugar and it does have sweetener, but with Robinson, you can pour it in a glass and dilute it with water, dilute it as much as you want, so that it won't kind of be, it will kind of it will be in the middle. It won't be so sugary, but it will be kind of a little bit sugary. So it needs to kind of be in between. So rather than taking caffeine, yeah, switch to healthy drinks like Robinson's, or orange juice or apple juice. But with the orange juice and apple juice, don't drink too much of it, because if you check the back of the box, as you're reading in the ingredients, as you're reading it, you actually notice that it has citric acid in it. In both the orange and the apple juice, you will notice that it has citric acid, and that's not good. It's not good for you to take too much of it. In fact, even as well, drink lots of water as well. Drink lots of water as well. Balance it in between. I mean, yeah, you can take juice, but balance it in between and drink lots of water, because you need to kind of stay hydrated, and you need to kind of be able to flush out anything that is kind of like, as in any toxics that is left, toxic waste that's left inside, and at least your tummy will be free from all of that. Now, Guys, bear with me. Now, manage stress. High stress levels can affect reproductive hormones and sex drives. Incorporate relaxation techniques like meditation, yoga, or habits. That is also another thing that can actually hinder women, mostly barren women, from getting pregnant. That is also one of those. That's one of those things that can actually kind of hinder women from getting pregnant. Stress. I mean, yeah, we as women, we do stress. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, we stress. We stress over everything. Mostly mostly women who already has children. Yeah, they stress. They stress over their children because they want to make sure that they're okay, and nothing happens to them. But to women that doesn't have any children at all, and they are trying their best to get pregnant in every possible way, they will be stressed. They will be stressed so much because their mother-in-law is giving them immense stress. The mother-in-law is stressing them all the time, calling their phone all the time, calling all the time, asking that asking, are you pregnant? It's kind of like kind of like where you're doing your exams. When you're doing your exams at school, all the questions that you think is going to be in the exam paper, you will actually be so surprised to see a different kind of exam questions that you never even imagined that you actually have in the exam paper. The same thing with the mother-in-law. The mother-in-law will be will be asking heaps of questions. Are you pregnant? When do you intend on getting pregnant? How are you going to get pregnant? What are you doing about it? Oh my god. It is so many questions, and it can actually cause the wife to be so stressed that it will take her into overdrive. Yeah, she'll be so stressed that she'll break down. And that's one of the things that mothers need to stop doing. They need to stop stressing their sons' wives in getting pregnant. They need to stop it. They need to stop it, because by them invading in their son's marriage, it causes a whole heap of problems for the son and his wife. It's better for the mother to allow her son to handle his marriage the best way he knows how, and not for the mother to interfere. And that's part of the reason why mothers kind of the reason why mothers kind of lose their son. Their son will separate from them and go far away from them, because when a mother invades into her son's marriage and she's achieved what she wants to achieve by disrupting the marriage and ending the marriage with her with the bad things that she does, then she eventually succeeds and ends the son's marriage. The son will never want to talk to the mother again. She never would want to talk to the mother again, and he will move to another city, another place entirely, if possible, even relocate out of the country that he's in to another country entirely, just so that he can be far away from his mother. And that's part of why mothers lose their son, because they will invade into a marriage that doesn't even concern them. The only time it should even concern them is if the son himself actually calls a mother and complains to his mother about his wife, that look, that mum, my wife is doing things that she's not supposed to do. That's where she will be. That's where the mother can now come in and be concerned. But if not for that, for her to invade in her son's marriage and destroy the marriage is not good. It is not good at all. Now, like I said before, take folic acid and recommended supplements as well. Now, folic acid. The women should start taking folic acid daily. Supplements of 400 milligrams of folic acid at least one month before conception, and continue throughout the first trimester of pregnancy to help prevent neutral tube defects. Now that is actually, yeah, that's the best time when you're planning on starting your family, that you plan on getting your wife pregnant. Please, yeah, it's good to take, yeah, it's also good to take that folic acid 1 month before. Yeah, 1 month before, take it. It will help. It will help. It will definitely help. It will help for the wife to get pregnant quicker. It will definitely help. Now, prenatal vitamins. A general prenatal vitamins containing other necessary nutrients like vitamin D is also recommended. Now, vitamin tablets. Yeah, vitamin tablets is also very good. Vitamin tablets, iron tablets is also very good for you to take. But please make sure that it's vitamin D, because it also contributes to helping a woman to get pregnant quickly and very fast as well. Guys, bear with me. Now, the last but not the least, schedule a pre-conception checkup. Now, consulting a health care provider before trying to conceive can help identify and manage any underlying health issues that might affect fertility or pregnancy. Now, when husband and wife plan on starting a family, mostly the man that plans on getting his wife pregnant. It was in addition to everything, it's kind of also good to actually go for checkups. Go for your go for medical checkups as well, just to make sure that everything is okay, that there's no issues along the way, as in that with the womb. It's kind of good to actually get yourself checked as well, in addition to doing everything possible to for the wife to get pregnant. But the number one important thing is to actually go for medical checkups, to just like they say, prevention is better than cure. So it's good for you to go for these medical checkups. Just check that everything is okay, that nothing that everything is okay, that your vitals are normal, and you are able to conceive before even planning on having children, let alone getting pregnant. So the number one piece of advice is to please do go for your medical checkups as well before you even think of planning and getting your wife pregnant, and everything will be okay, then at least you'll be able to put everything in place. You've bought all the things, all the baby things ready, so that you don't need to rush out and buy anything again. You're already prepared. You're already prepared to start your family. The only thing, just be trying for the baby, and also go through your medical checkup. Also, eat healthy, take folic acid, and everything will be okay. To as many women who find it so difficult to actually get pregnant, these are the ways that you can get pregnant, and these are a cry for help. So anyway, guys, I really hope that this has helped as many of you. It's only kind of one person that I'm seeing, but hopefully, I'm really hoping and praying that I see people on, because I know that you all are busy. Most of you are spending time with your family. You're working. Some of you are doing a long night shift. Yeah, I understand that you don't have time, so no problem. But you haven't missed anything. Yeah, you haven't missed anything. But do feel free and watch my live when you're less busy. But for now, guys, even me myself, I'm going to rest now, and rest now for the rest of the evening, and catch up on some beauty sleep later on. But for now, guys, before I go, please don't fail to subscribe, comment, thumb up, do like me, share with your friends and your colleague, and as many people as you feel that will benefit from this. Once again, is your girl Des. I will see you all on tomorrow, by God's willing. Bye for now.